The Connecticut governor, Ned Lamont, he was having issues with the budget. They couldn't figure it out, okay? They had a high budget, and yeah, no, the state is broke and they can't afford nothing that they were proposing. But as the story has developed, now Medicaid is in a crisis because they need $300 million. They being the state, need to come up with $300 million so they can pay these providers. They don't got the funds. And it's crazy because, like I mentioned last time, a lot of this can be figured out. Now, granted, do I think taxing the rich is going to solve a $300 million deficit for Medicaid? No. But do I think it will help us get to a better place financially over some time? I would say maybe 4 years. Yes. But a lot of these politicians are scared to do what they need to do. And so we end up in these situations where negotiations for the budget is on hold, Medicaid is in crisis because no one knows what to do with the money that they have, right? And then no one wants to piss off the rich, so they piss on the poor. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really I mean, honestly, it's not even older people, but for a lot of it, it was older people who were on Medicaid. It was those people needing the state to provide that health benefit. And now damn near look like they ain't gonna have it. The governor, he's being very stubborn about following these guidelines and making sure that they stay within these financial parameters, which I understand, but also, bro, it's a deficit, and we can't we honestly cannot play about people's health insurance. Okay, so I would love to see them get that figured out. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to this. This is why I stress all the time why it is so important for you guys to get involved in your local politics, to know what's going on, because this is something that will affect a lot of people. And if you just ignore it, next thing you know, grandma calling you because she needs some money for her insurance bill that they just sent her. So we definitely need to pay attention to these things because it is very important. And yeah, these people don't be knowing what to do with the money, and they be scared to do one thing to piss off these other people when we are the ones who suffer the most. Crazy. And in speaking of politics, I will definitely just quickly speak to this. Trump. What's going on with you and Bibi, bro? Hmm? What's going on with you in Israel? I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, you just went and did a whole tour, and you ain't reach out to your people, your folks. What's that about? Now, if you don't know, Trump did his first major foreign tour. Okay, he went to Saudi Arabia, he went to Qatar. They flew him out, and then he went to the United Arab Emirates. I feel like I always say that word wrong, but he went there. Okay. And he just skipped over and paid dust to Israel. I thought them was your people. See, no one is really discussing this the way I need them to. Granted, Candace Owens is on maternity leave. I don't know if she spoke about it, but I need people to speak about this. I definitely need to check in on the Jewish people over there at the Daily Wire who kicked Candace out, fired her. I definitely need to go and check and see what they're talking about, because this was their boy. Trump was their boy. So now for him to have this perceivable issue with Bibi Netanyahu, I definitely want to know what the field is thinking right now, because to me, it seems like they're in a little bit of a spat, a little bit of tension. I think each side promised each other something and it didn't get done. So now they're kind of like, I'm mad at you and you're mad at me. It's one of those situations. But Trump, I don't know if this is the man you want to piss off. I don't love that for you. I definitely want you to think hard and long about this. I know you tried to play hardball with the Chinese, and that was cute. Love that for you. I just don't think Bibi is the man you want to do it with. I don't think so. Like, I think he gets off on war. So I don't know if this is a hill that you really want to die on. And then on top of that, you're doing shit that he kind of asked you not to do. You're lifting these sanctions, you're going around trying to get these like hostages free. Like, you are doing your thing in the faces of, Bibi Netanyahu, and then them as his enemies. He considered them threats. Okay? Qatar flying you out, bro. It's crazy, y'all. It's really crazy, and I just don't feel like anyone is talking about it. And I really, really wish y'all would, because it needs to be spoken about. What is the issue? What is the beef? I don't really like how this is being not talked about, like, why is it so hush hush? What's going on? Why are you skipping out on Israel? Why are you not going? Why are you not visiting? You're sitting down with Saudi Arabia. Bibi don't like them. Like, what's what's really what's really going on? I definitely want to follow this story. I feel like right now it's a lot of speculations because he just didn't go to Israel, but hey, maybe he's going to make some special visit to them. We don't know right now. But what we do know is that he sat down with some people that Bibi don't really fuck with. So, it's going to get interesting. If you guys have any thoughts, any opinions, any conspiracies, please drop them below. I love a good conspiracy because to me, there's always just a little bit of truth in a conspiracy. Okay, it's just sprinkled on there. You know what I mean? Like Salt Bay, it's just sprinkled on there, but there is something there there's something there. And I really want to know. Okay? The nosiness in me is dying to know why y'all beefed out like this, but in secret. It's so weird. But with that being said, let's